such an asshole.
HassleConsulting.com. How the hell are you guys? Hey, jackass. I'm an 18-year-old male who will graduate in high school in 4 weeks. I live in an area. You're in a ghetto. My father has worked in Social Security for the past 30 years with decent pay. My mother works as a substitute teacher, has never made over $20,000 a year. My parents are hardcore traditionalists, especially my ethnic mother. We'll just say she's not ethnically United States, traditional ethnicity. She firmly believes that if I don't go to college, I'll be a bum and live on the streets, jacking off to hentai and snorting coke. I unfortunately know what hentai is, many thanks to Chris Beckloff. Not many thanks. I found out what tentacle porn was. I was like, they are sites I don't need to see. She has had bad past experiences that have led her to believe that college is the path to success, and you will be a fuck up if you don't go. However, I'm self-motivated, and I know that college isn't for me. I want to pursue a career in digital marketing and am in the middle of taking a digital marketing course in my free time while not in school. I hope is with Seth Himes. If it's not Seth Himes, let me hit him up too. The course has taught me a lot and has landed hundreds of people decent paying jobs. After getting my online certifications, free should take around 3 months, I plan to get an internship and work up from there. I also have recently picked up drop shipping and have made my first few sales a few days ago. This is awesome. Like, you're still a senior in high school and you ain't waiting to graduate. You're laying down these foundations, and let's say this doesn't bring in tons of money, but even if you get this stuff like on the side, you get a little bit of side income going on that you can do from the internet. That's going to go a long way. I mean, it'll pay for car insurance, groceries, things like that, should you decide you want to go to college or whatever. But you're already laying down some infrastructure here that is going to pay dividends down the road. I think that through self-education, I could definitely excel in life and get away from these TV-watching, cheeseburger-eating, gender-confused, low-IQ, parasitic, liberal fat asses that sadly make up 95% of the population. That's just because you're living in the ghetto. However, I'm not sure how to persuade my parents that I won't fail in life just because I didn't go and major in underwater basket weaving or play with my tit studies. Dude, are you like going to turn into me? You sound so pissed off. By the way, your book, Worthless, completely changed my view on college and ultimately prevented me from getting ass fucked by college. Outstanding. Bravo. Bravo. Saved one life and denied big education, at least $100,000. I can't thank you enough for that. However, getting the message that Worthless has across to my parents have proved to be damn near impossible. I fear getting kicked out and disowned before having enough time to complete my certifications and land an internship. While I like to study digital marketing, create online stores, and grow Instagram pages, my suburban peers in high school would much rather smoke weed, go to house parties, drink underage, have sloppy sex, and that leads to children that they can't afford, and then they blame Whitey for their poverty. Make fake relationships, talk about cars they'll never be able to afford, and play Fortnite? Is that an Australian game? Because everything's like Fortnite down there. I literally just described about 90% of my school. Yeah, because you're in the ghetto. I just can't stand people anymore. For this reason, I've completely cut myself off from the kids for the past 4 years of my life. You don't have like a handful of buddies though? You don't got like some core group of friends you have? In all my classes, I do not talk to anyone unless I'm spoken to. I don't have a best friend. I have maybe 2 to 3 people at my school who I enjoy talking to. I hate my generation as they are truly lost and can't see why majoring early childhood jack-off degenerate play with my vagina. I don't want to do math studies is a bad idea. I feel like my best friend right now is my dog, whom my parents have threatened to take away from me if I don't go to college. They got him for me too. Wow! When you said that they would kick you out, I'm like, really? Are they going to kick you out? Now they're starting to sound like those controlling Asian parents who are like, you're going to do what we tell you because you don't have a life and I own you. And let me ask you this question, because it's a serious question. Are your cousins, like their nephews and nieces, your cousins, are they successful? Is this your mom and your dad wanting to prove to their siblings that they have the better son, so you don't even factor into this equation? You're like their fantasy football pick. They don't really care about you. They just want you to win things for them. I'm on an antidepressant at the moment. I know, fake disease. Well, if it's a fake disease, well, are you really depressed, or do you just need to go out and work out? I can't tell you what to do. You gotta go talk to your therapist. That's how the law works. I'm just saying it ain't going to hurt you if you went and ran or lifted weights a little bit every once in a while. But I plan to get off of it after my graduation, which I'm reconsidering even attending at the moment. Don't, if you don't have to attend, don't. It's a waste of time. Sometimes they'll make you attend. To sum things up nicely, my main questions are, how do I nicely tell my parents to fuck off about college? What job can I apply for to support myself straight out of high school in the event that my parents do kick me out? Am I socially fucked for not being dumbasses like the majority of people? How do I meet up with smart people? Should I even go to my graduation commencement? I hope you find it in your pump to have mercy on my... Well, that's right. Good you remember I have a... Now, here's where he's still got a heart and naive. He thinks the old captain's going to give him a deal. What? Military vets? I think that's about it. Military vets and then hot chicks that send me naked pics may get a discount. I'll give the military vets a discount, but... and you ain't either. As I'm a broke high schooler who lives at home in need of some life-deciding advice that my dick of a dad could never provide with me. I love you, Cappy, and I wish you were my father on several occasions. Dad, don't hate your dad. I mean, come on, you gotta give him a break. They probably they don't know, they don't have all the answers. All right, let's go through it. How do I nicely tell my parents to fuck off about college? Here's the problem. This is a problem that really pisses me off because it is a testimony to how little parents actually love their kids. And you got to assess this. I'd like to hope and think they love you and that they would listen to you and respect you. But I'm getting more and more clients now, again, particularly from the Asian community. I mean all of frickin' Asia except Russia. Everyone from the western part of Asia, Middle Eastern type, and then all the way over to Eastern Asia, Japan, Chinese, East Indian, where it's painfully obvious to me, this isn't just Western culture, but it's painfully obvious based on what they say in their actions, that they're going to disown you and kick you out of the house because you're not going to college and doing exactly what they say when, and here's the key contingency, when you have a perfectly viable other plan. Like if you're just going to smoke dope and play video games, yeah, then they have every right to kick you out of the house. But I had one guy wanted to become an air traffic controller, parents wouldn't have nothing to do with him. What else? A young black gentleman from the East Coast, he wanted to go and join the military. Mom was going to kick him out of the house if he left because she wouldn't get as much Section 8 housing money. So whether it's money or pride or ego, you have to assess whether your parents actually are going to kick you out or not. And I'm sorry, dude, there's a lot of growing up you're going to have to do, and it's going to suck. And this is the rule, guys. If you live at home, you're going to have to play by their rules. So you do it right the first time. Say, Mom, Dad, this is my plan. All right? I'm not going to go to college. I'm going to tell them you're working up money to go to college. That'd be a good way to do it. Then you start working digital marketing. You over Seth Himes, whatever. Hopefully your drop shipping picks up. I wouldn't bank on it. As you always know, I always recommend joining the military. A lot of you smart young men and women out there, you got all these brains, you got this ability, you got this independent thought, like, well, military, come on. You say, here's my plan, I want to work up the money. You're basically lying to them. So I could go to college and not go into debt. Get some work experience, blah, blah, blah. But I got to figure out what I want to major in. I need some time to figure this out. I mean, be forthright and honest, even though you're not. I say, and I'd like to have you guys support me in these decisions, because it would make my life a lot easier. And the best outcome would be, they say, yes, we're sorry, son. We just really want what's best for you, and we think it's this route. I mean, you can even show them articles about the education bubble. But you got to decide between accounting or engineering, and you just need some time to work up the money. And you want to do good in school, so you don't want to be deprived of work and all that. So that's the best outcome. They say, okay, we're sorry, we support you, and we'll stop nagging you. The next best outcome is they'll accept, but they're gonna nag you every fucking day, and they're gonna lecture you, and you're gonna be living at home. It's gonna be a royal pain in the ass, and it's not gonna be supporting. It's gonna be taxing. In which case, then you're gonna have to think about moving out. The worst case is, I have no son, and they kick you out because they're a bunch of assholes and they don't know what they're fucking talking about. But worse, they view you as a bragging chip to brag to their family and relatives, and you really aren't the son. They just frankly don't love you, and that's unfortunate. And the only surefire solution, like I said, you got tough times ahead of you, is you got to support yourself right after graduation. So it's good you're laying down this stuff, but if they're going to kick you out, you never stood a shot to begin with. And that's where things like the military come in. Now, there's another thing I'm going to recommend you consider. In your area, not too far away, I would recommend looking... What the fuck was that? I would recommend looking into working at the steel mills over in northern Indiana. I got a guy, if you want, you can email me later. They are begging for workers. Now, yeah, it's going to suck, and yeah, but it's good pay. I think it's even unionized. Healthcare, all that other stuff. These guys, some of them, if they've been there a couple of years, they keep their nose clean. They're willing to do the job. You can make 6 figures. And so the military would be one thing, but hey, you're going to go off to basic training. You're going to get your ass shut up. Another thing is you're just going to have to work. And you could do it stupidly like I did, working security, making $6.95 an hour. Although I could study going to college. But since you're not going to college, all you need to do is support yourself. So I would start, you got 4 weeks before you graduate, all right? I'd start shipping out resumes over on the internet. Don't mail them out, if anyone even does that anymore, because they know, when are you going to go work for U.S. Steel? Ah! But why don't you email, we'll email back and forth. I got a guy. And hopefully he can put you in contact with some people that you could start working right away. The work is going to suck. It's going to be taxing. You cannot be depressed and sad. But I don't know. Your folks are pretty... If there's that chance they're going to like disown you because you didn't go to college and do exactly what they said, you need money. You need to support yourself like that. So I recommend either the military, going to the steel plants, both. Nothing wrong with working reserves, dude, or National Guard. Absolutely nothing wrong with part. And then you get, if you did want to go continue and get education, you can. You got that. But you're going to have to be faced with the, I don't want to say likely, but the possibility, the possible chance that they're going to kick you out and you're going to be homeless, like that. So try to see if you can't line up a job that will allow you to continue doing your digital marketing and your studies at night or however you manage it. But that's what I would recommend. Military, and you don't need to make, you probably make more money than you need working in the steel plants. You know, you can get by on a part-time job, or not part-time job, on like a low-wage job. You're gonna have to live with a buddy. You're gonna have to rent a couch. It's not gonna be luxurious at all, but you can do it. So that's what. So say, hey, mom, dad, beyond. This is what I'd like to do. I'm not sure about college yet. Like what I want to major in. In the meantime, since I don't know what I want to study, I would like to work up some money. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. All of a sudden, you get offered $60,000 over in Gary. Out. Now you're free. Now it doesn't matter what your parents say, because you don't live with them no more. What job can I apply to support myself straight out of high school in the event that my parents do kick me out? The steel mill, military, any other job that pays. Well, it depends on where you live. Obviously, San Francisco, you can't make it on $15 an hour, but you can live in a normal town. You can live on about 15, 16 grand a year. It won't be fun, but you can do it. You're going to need a car of some kind, unfortunately. So public transportation in the meantime. Am I socially fucked for not being dumbasses like the majority of people? How do I meet up with smart people? All right, well, ask are you in the ghetto? Because if you're in the ghetto, do you want to be like this? Nothing wrong inherently about people that live in the ghetto. But you live in the ghetto because you make stupid decisions. You escape the ghetto if you make smart decisions. And that's it. So you got to look at your surroundings. Like when I was in Wyoming, I didn't say like, you know, am I socially fucked here because I'm not a dumbass like these trailer park scumbags fucking their cousins and doing meth? No, I wasn't a dumbass because I was actually quite smart for not being like the dipshits of Wyoming. It's the same thing. It's just a different ghetto than the trailer parks of Wyoming. The question is, do you want to be, look where they're going. You know, sloppy sex leads to unwanted children and pregnancies, and then welfare, and their lives are fucked up. Do you want to be part of that? Hell, I wasn't even raised in a bad school district. I looked around and they're just common cookie cutter, not suburb, but rural Wisconsin hicks. And I'm like, do I want to be like this? I don't get along. I don't drive out to the middle of the field and drink beer with everybody's pickup truck and burning tires in the middle of a fucking cornfield, and that's Wisconsin for you. No, I knew I didn't want that. So it's kind of confirming it's not good for your social life. But do you want to end up like these people? Do you want to go where they're going, or do you want to like make six figures? Do you want to have a nice life? Do you want to maybe have a little house or a little condo and a motorcycle and traveling and enjoying life and stuff like that? Do you want to have a wife and kids that are stable? Or do you want to just be in the ghetto and then, 16 years from now, even 16, 13, 14 years from now, because you knocked up your girlfriend, now your son is going off to high school at the same ghetto and you're still stuck there. Do you want to escape the ghetto or not? And so if you do, I would not worry about... And here's the other thing. High school in general, no matter where you're from, high school is fucked up. It's an artificial bullshit environment that ends, in your case, 4 weeks from now. And now maybe it's extended a little bit when you go on to college, but that too is an artificial bullshit environment. You're going to enter the real world, get some real world working experience, make some real money. You're going to be ahead of most people that go off to college, and certainly those that major in the stupid liberal arts. So I would not... Am I socially fucked for not being dumbasses like the majority of people? No. I mean, you're socially fucked, yes, but you're going to change your environment. So you go work with the old union guys, these old union Democrats, all the old guys giving you, and they're going to punch you in the shoulder and give you shit and all that. That's a much better social environment and professional work environment than, I don't know what. I mean, whatever. I mean, on my day, it was, did you wear Cavarici pants? That was the big thing. Oh, you wear Cavarici. Oh, did you have a France Varney shirt? Oh, did you have your mullet going on? No, nobody does that anymore. But you know what? They still pay they'll pay you $60 an hour to be, I don't know, the molten steel pourer. How do you meet up with smart people? You escape your current environment, and then you just be yourself, and you will find smart people. That's one thing I think naturally gravitates like gravity. Mass gravitates towards itself. Don't try too hard. Just don't be stupid, Do you want to go to nightclubs and hip-hop bars and regular bars and drinking? Well, okay, you're going to run into normies and conformies and inferiors. Smarter people, go work, join some meetup groups, tune into some podcasts you like. Maybe you listen to Stefan Molyneux. Do what you want to do. I won't worry about how do I find smart people. If you go do the shit that you want to do, you're going to find them. Digital marketing. Go to a digital marketing meetup. You're going to meet some very interesting entrepreneurial self-starting individuals. Maybe you find a girl who's, she's got a little entrepreneur. She's got some big cans and a nice little hoo-ha. And then maybe you fall in love because she's smart. Like, yeah, I too want to escape the ghetto. And you escape the ghetto together holding hands. So don't worry about that. You got more pressing matters right now, like finding a place to live. And maybe your parents kicking you out. And then should I even go to my graduation commencement? No, I wouldn't. It's a waste of time. Just get your diploma and get the hell out. If it makes your folks happy, okay, the big who, but if it saves you the money, just get the fuck out. It's pointless. High school graduation is pointless. It doesn't mean anything anymore. It's like, oh, you lived to the age of 18 and a half. Well, congratulations. So that's it. But anyway, yeah, just, you're almost there. You're almost out of prison. I mean, it is school is a prison, but especially if you're in a bad school or a bad neighborhood or a bad environment, you're like, oh, is there something wrong with me because I'm not popular amongst the murderers and the inmates? It's like, no, so you're about to get out and you got a new life coming up here. So you got to find a job though right away. So let's chit chat later about that steel mill thing, and hopefully, I can't promise you nothing, but hopefully it'll land you something. And don't expect it to be easy, dude. It's gonna suck. But it's better than being homeless. But, all right, that's it. You guys got questions? Captain's got answers. AssholeConsulting.com. Check out my book, Bachelor Pad Economics. It'll teach you how not to be poor and worthless. Young person's indispensable guide to choosing the right major. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.